heart in breast and chest to beat. Heaven open up.
My name is Teresa Sharon. Eighth grade teacher challenged my husband and I with it wasn't good enough to say that you were pro-life. What were you going to do about it? And my husband, Don, and I started Precious Life Shelter. Back in the 80s, we were bringing one woman into our home at a time to help her in a crisis pregnancy. And we continued and realized that there was a larger need than what we were able to do in our home.
I saw that Don, Sharon, and Teresa were taking in women. And I said, Don, you know, you need a professional facility or something. I said, you're doing this in a residential area. And he says, there aren't any professional facilities. We've got good and bad news. The good news is they'll accept a proposal. And I said, but we have to have it in like by next Friday. And so the next Friday came and we had a proposal that we had figured out. They might give it to us for 5 years and that would work out pretty good.
Anyway, I got involved in working in the office because I was only working part-time. And we took in the girls. And I being bilingual, I was able to help them with the Spanish-speaking girls. I would go with the girls to the hospital and they'd present the babies to me as, congratulations, Grandma. I'm not the grandma. At that time, we didn't even have grandchildren.
Once in a while, I look up to the sky and I say, Don, if you could see us now, because he would be very, very happy.
Hi, my name's Gordon Mueller, and I've known Don and Teresa Sharon over 50 years. They're part of the St. Hedwig's Church and also live in our same tract to get a shelter going. Needed support and help, and the thrift store, which we really was very good because that's really would help provide some funds. I think the next 4 years just working there in the thrift store and just working around and everything else. So I was also on the board of directors at the beginning, and Teresa, I don't really know who was the driving force, whether it was Don or you, but I don't know, sort of knowing you, I think that you might have been the driving force behind all of this. We're really in need of help and a reasonable housing, love of these women, and we love you.
Hi, I'm Mary Jo Bolton. I'm one of the founding members of Precious Life Shelter. Bill, my husband, and I first met Don and Teresa Sharon in 1969. We didn't know until about 1984 about the way establish a home for women in crisis pregnancy. Don and Teresa drew up a plan. They took it to the city council. The city council okayed it. We set up a board of directors, which included Don and Teresa in the in the building industry. Bill Bolton, the actuary, who had been on the board of Catholic Charities of Portland. Hope and Walt Cruz. Walt had been in the educational system and knew how to write grants. And Frank Legas, who was a practicing CPA, who knew all about finances. We all got together, sat around the table, constructed a logo and name. Precious Life Shelter was then born. We were all just ordinary people who did ordinary jobs. And then they've just recently built an apartment house. I mean, this had to be the work of the Holy Spirit. Thank you to Don and Teresa Sharon for all that they did. It was their leadership, their inspiration, their love.
You know, how thankful I am for this program and for all the people in it. You know, I am truly grateful that I have it's not even my life back. It's it's a transformation, you know, it's a different life.
I remember that Teresa said, I want to take the little H out of your homelessness and put the big H in your home. And that sentence will never go away in my head. It's always going to be there. Just life specifically, God's hand is on this place, and blessings and victories that you would never expect happen here. And I experienced those firsthand for a long time.
Precious Life will always have a special place in my heart because they gave me back my life and they gave me the tools that I needed to become a successful parent to my child. Because coming here, I didn't know anything about how it was to be a mother. I didn't have a mother.
Teresa, I look up to her and she's just a strong woman. Wanda as well. Like, I love all of them. I love Kathy, Wendy. Like, they're just like family to me. Honestly, they're family. And
Tonight we're asking you for your heart for our program, your heart for these babies, and to share your heart with all of the people here that need your help and all of the lovely little babies like this one. So tonight we're asking for your time and your heart for interest in our program.